Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Love Kills. And this is a new drama coming to you from writer-director Duke. And this film focuses on Leah, played by Gaia Brooks, who's in a relationship for a long time with Milo, played by Maximilian Seed. And when Milo goes away, Leah starts to spend some more time with their roommate, Brianna, who they once thought to be very weird and off-putting with her more dangerous lifestyles, especially being involved with Kashmir, who's some kind of pimp, some kind of criminal. Lucy Diamante plays Brianna, and Leah and Brianna start having a love affair and really fall for each other, and which this film is so tricky because all the synopses, it's like, and then things take a dark turn. They get like 2/3 of this movie is them falling in love with each other and trying to balance, like, when they're alone. There's some really good chemistry here. I think Brooks and Diamante really have that chemistry that sells this relationship. You really buy into their relationship. Milo's like a wet rag, and you're just like, obviously not doing anything for Leah, but then there's the complexity of things. And then this film takes a hard right turn in its third act and starts getting like thriller level, and you're just like, where'd this come from? And I don't really want to reveal where it goes, but like it starts going to some crazy places, and crazy in the sense of like people get hurt, there's violence, but in a very predictable way and a very unsatisfying way. Like, this film goes exactly how you would expect it to go. And the third act of this really kind of takes all the air out of the sail of this film, where like this is really working as this love affair and really selling that, and then this film feels the need to like take this into like this dark turn that it's just like, it doesn't feel earned, it doesn't feel interesting, and it feels very overdone. And unfortunately, like, overall, the performances, like, you could definitely tell a lot of this film, it's actors reading lines. They're not the most authentic in reading their lines, but like the actual chemistry between Brooks and Diamante really works. Seed is the weak link here, and the more screen time the film winds up giving him later into the film, the worse this film is off for that. And Milo is such a terrible character, like terribly written and boring and uninteresting, and this film just goes in complete unearned directions with some of these characters, and it also feels like some of the choices and the outcomes are a little abrupt and didn't feel like they had payoff to it. So for 2/3 of this film, you can buy into this romance between these two young women. That this film also is pretty graphic. It's not like, I would say it's like softcore porn level of graphic. Not quite like full-blown pornography, like adult film kind of graphic, but like it goes to some places. Gratuitously, maybe, probably. But this film is such an interesting, like, erotic type thriller that there's just something about it getting to where this story ends up that just feels so unsatisfying and really takes away from the overall experience of the film. So by the end, I feel like it's pretty unsatisfying. It might work for some in that like trashy kind of ridiculous like Lifetime kind of movie way, but for me, by the end, I just felt so deflated, and all the goodwill this film built up for the first 2/3 just kind of fell flat. But those are my thoughts on Love Kills. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.